The shocking killing of social media influencer Albert Ojwang within 48 hours of his arrest in the hands of police officers has sparked public outrage amid queries of the rights of arrested persons. Tonight, our reporter Kasichana Masha had a sit-down with an advocate of the High Court to unpack the rights of arrested persons as enshrined in the Constitution. Watch.
The arrest of Albert Ojwang in Homa Bay County and his subsequent death in the hands of police officers at Central Police Station has triggered a series of questions as to the circumstances surrounding his death. Of concern is the gross human rights violation he was subjected to that is detailed in an autopsy report by the government pathologist that revealed he was tortured and strangled to death.
There were also multiple soft tissue injuries that were spread all over the body, including the head also, the neck, upper limbs and the trunk.
This begs the question, what are the rights of an arrested person as per the Constitution? Chantia Eboyele, criminal and criminal procedures advocate of the High Court, shed light on what law enforcement officers are mandated to do when making an arrest.
Number one, it is important for the police officer to be able to identify themselves. And at some instances, the police officer does not have a uniform, so it is important for them to identify themselves. Number two, they should be able to tell you adequately why they are arresting you, the reason for the arrest. You know, someone can just pick you up from the streets and just tell you, this is why we are arresting you. And then after arresting you, they'll be able now to book you. There's an OB where you are booked at the police station. Then now you are put into the cell.
Further, Chatia says the law provides for an arrested person to be aware of their right to remain silent, right to seek legal aid, and even know which police station he or she is being taken to. Additionally, one should not resist arrest as it could prompt an officer to use force.
Because at the end of the day, we have to remember that also police officers operate from a law in itself. Sometimes we have gotten to a point whereby because of all the atrocities that police officers have committed against us, we get to a point that we want to resist, but resisting arrest is also unlawful.
He says after an arrest, a suspect is expected to be charged in court within the jurisdiction the crime was committed and presented in court within 24 hours of arrest.
For instance, if I can give case example, being that the case that is going on in the country as we speak, this gentleman was taken all the way from Homa Bay to Nairobi, which for us is extremely absurd because at the end of the day, if he was arrested in Homa Bay, he would just have been arraigned in court in Homa Bay, or rather even arrested or put in cell in Homa Bay. If you are arrested over the weekend, then 24 hours may elapse, but then the following Monday you should be arraigned in court.
Chatia has also urged Kenyans to utilize the services of pro bono lawyers in case they can't afford a lawyer to ensure they're well represented. Kasichana Masha, Prime Edition.